the thoughts, the negative thoughts, they have these characteristics. They are automatic, they are unproductive, they are distortions of reality, they justify our lack of performance, they are intrusive. Now, we also understood, Maharishi Patanjali explained that the root of it all is erroneous knowledge, false beliefs, defective ways of looking at it. Now let us see the solution he gives. So I would like to jump to Sutra number 12. The in-between sutras are less important to do justice. I am jumping to the real important one. Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tannirodha. Translation: practice and detachment are the means to control the thought waves of the mind. So what do you do when your own mind is troubling you? The thoughts are coming to your own detriment. It's like hitting your own legs with a spade. The first precaution, don't try thought stopping. This is the big mistake people make. And when you try thought stopping, you see, don't think like this, the thought comes more and more and more. One Harvard psychologist called Daniel Wegener, his white bear experiment is famous around the world. He split the class of students into two. And he told one group, for the next 24 hours, don't think of a white bear. And the other half, he did not give anything, any instruction. After 24 hours, he took their report. The ones who had not been told anything never thought of a white bear. Why in the world should they? And the one that had been told, don't think of a white bear, had thought of it multiple times. So he called it the ironic effects theory. He said, when you decide, I should not think like this, half of your brain becomes the operator. Don't think like this, don't think like this. And the other half becomes the monitor. Am I thinking like this? Am I thinking like this? So just outside of your conscious awareness, you are constantly checking, am I thinking like this? Now, if the operator loses energy, then the monitor becomes stronger and the very thought you did not want to think primes on your mind. This is exactly what happens. You go to the interview thinking, I am not to say this, I am not to say this, and you find yourself blurting exactly what you wanted to not say. Or you decide at night that I need to go to sleep, I need to go to sleep, and find yourself wide awake. So, if you decide, Swamiji said, give up attachments. Where is my attachment? It is to my child. So don't think of your child, don't think of your child, don't think of your child. You only think more about your child. Same thing is going to happen in hatred also. Don't keep hatred towards that person, towards that person. So thought stopping is not a good idea. Then what do you do? Supposing you were walking on the street, in a dark street at night, and an assailant is coming from the front. Now you have two options. Either you fight that guy, or if he is a big Hulk, then you turn around and run. But let us say that you walk into a neighborhood and the children out there start heckling you. Then you should neither run nor fight them. Otherwise, they will become more troublesome. You just ignore them. When you ignore them, they will say, this guy is so boring, forget it. So what happens is, your mind is generating thoughts, 50,000 every day, which means 2,500 every hour. They are coming, one comes, goes, another comes, goes, another comes, goes. They are harmless. But when you focus on it and see yourself as the origin of the thought, oh my God, I thought like this, then the thought starts dominating your consciousness. Like one lady came to me and said, Swamiji, I'm in deep trouble. I said, what happened? I've had a little baby 2 months ago. I said, congratulations, so what is the trouble? She said, that is the trouble. So what is the trouble? My mind is troubling me. What trouble? She said, you will not believe what my mind is thinking. Tell me, is it thinking to lift your baby and slam it against the wall? Hari Swamiji, how did you come to know? Now what happened? Thousands of thoughts were going towards the baby, so nice, so wonderful, so loving. And one stray thought, the monkey mind, the untrained mind, created a monkey thought. If she had not paid attention, in the next moment it would have disappeared from her consciousness to be replaced by others. But when she focused on it and struggled, this thought is going against my deepest values. I love my child. And what did I think? Now the thought became stronger and stronger and stronger until she has fallen into the bondage of emotions. Now the thought has grabbed her. So, the first thing is, now Maharishi Patanjali is teaching us, Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tan Nirodha. And exactly the same thing is told by Sri Krishna in the Gita. When Arjun said, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna, hey Sri Krishna, my mind is so restless. Vayoriva sudushkuram, it seems to be more difficult to control than the wind. Now imagine, more difficult than the wind. And who is saying it? Arjun, Gandiv Dhari. So Sri Krishna did not dismiss his problem. He said, Asanshayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham. The mind is Durnigraha, difficult to control. He did not say Anigraham. If Sri Krishna had said Anigraham, then Maharishi Patanjali would have said, nobody can control their minds. No point in writing this Shastra. Everybody go home. But he only said it's difficult. So many things are difficult. So what did he say? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Exactly the same words. Of course, Sri Krishna spoke the Gita first. Maharishi Patanjali has written this afterwards. So he has drawn on the Upanishadic knowledge. So the first step then is to separate yourself from the thought. Remind yourself of self-knowledge. I am not the mind. I have a mind. I am the soul. My untrained mind is sometimes creating inferior thoughts. So when it does so, I distance myself. Oh, my mind played mischief. I shall have nothing to do with this thought. When you distance yourself, the thought's poison gets neutralized. It is like the animals in the cage of the zoo. They are ineffective, but if they were to come out, it would be a different story. So you distance yourself from the thought, then question the belief behind the thought. If the thought is my future is dark, question the belief. Why am I thinking like this? What wrong knowledge has created this belief? Don't I have faith in God? Don't I have faith that He is my Father? So replace the wrong belief by the right belief. This is where knowledge comes handy. See, anything can be reframed. That is the art of positivity. When a flood came in Vrindavan, the Yamuna swelled up, and there was a shop just next to the Yamuna. The poor family would subsist on one shop, and the water entered. Now, so much of the merchandise in the shop was destroyed. But this poor family was jumping up and down. Somebody asked them, your shop is destroyed, your goods are destroyed, why are you so happy? They said, Babuji, from the whole world people come to have darshan of the Yamuna and bathe in it. Today that very Yamuna is coming to our house. What bigger blessing can there be? Now see, the situation is the same. But it is a question of how you are looking at it. So when somebody hurts you, you can say, oh, everybody is bad in my life. Or you reframe, Bhagavan is sitting inside and testing me through this person. This is an opportunity to purify myself. So what you have to do is to positively reframe the situation. In every adversity, there is a silver lining. Every cloud also has its bright spots. That is the art we need to learn. Now you find out from the saints, do they ever do negative thinking? We hear of the way Prahlad was victimized. We hear of Tulsi Das ji, Kabir Das ji, what all the world did to them. So did they sit down and go into depression? Ever heard of a saint going into depression? Why? Because they just choose to have the proper knowledge. Ishavasya sarvam, God is everywhere. So the first step was distance yourself from the thought. My monkey mind is creating this. The second is question the belief and replace it with a positive thought. So distancing yourself was the vairagya. Replacing it with the positive thought is the abhyas. Now when you did that, the next is you keep on repeating the abhyas. When you keep on repeating, just like the negative emotions got stuck, the positive emotions will also get stuck. This brain of ours has got 100 billion neurons. So astonishing that amongst themselves they can form quadrillions of circuits. But the thing is that when you engage in some thought or some action, or thought plus action, the neurons get fired. And these neurons are smarter than ChatGPT. They understand, oh, this thought is getting repeated. So they create softwares to repeat that thought more easily the next time. So the neural pathways start getting etched in your mind. Just like, see, there are some seniors out here, they will tell you that, they used to be the LPs, long playing records, and there would be a stylus. So the record would rotate and the song would play. This is before the cassette technology. Only thing is, because it was made in vinyl, plastic, it would get cut. So the same line would start repeating. It was a very common thing with the LPs. मैं शायर तो नहीं, मैं शायर तो नहीं, मैं शायर तो नहीं. People would say, अरे बाबा वो कट गया, उसको निकालो. So our brain is also doing the same thing. The neural pathways are getting etched, and we are the ones who are etching them. Now, if we etched the wrong ones, what we need to do is to etch the right ones. And how will you etch the right ones? By repeated practice, practice, practice. We all know the power of practice when it comes to physical mastery. How did you learn typing? The first day, to type the full sentence, quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, it took you 5 minutes. But you kept on typing, typing, typing. And those pathways kept on getting created. Until after 1 year, you are typing at the speed of 80 words a minute. Your fingers are flying. And you are thinking of something else, and the hand is moving around. Somebody who doesn't know the science behind it comes and looks, will say, oh my God, is this guy got some yogic siddhi? How is he doing this? But we don't realize we are all doing it. Now, when you speak, your mind is engaged in thinking. And the subconscious is telling the tongue, you go here, you open the mouth, you close the mouth, you do this, you do that. Just repeated practice enabled us all to master speech. This is the programming ability of the mind for physical skills. Now, physical skills we realize, mental skills, we have not tapped the potential. We are letting thoughts happen to us. Now reverse it. Do intentional thinking. I will think gratitude. I will think gratitude. I will think gratitude. You see, within 7 days, you'll see that the brain structure has changed. So, abhyas vairagyabhyam tannirodha. Maharshi Patanjali is giving us such atomic Ramban weapons for our mind management.